My name is George Walsh from local 10-00086 Merck West Point site. My father-in-law, Jackie Garland, was a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, served in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, and he was injured in combat, sustained injuries to his back, and that injury caused problems for him for his whole life. Luckily for him, my mother-in-law was his nurse, so they met one another in the hospital, and as my father-in-law was recovering, they started dating and they eventually got married. And a few years later, they had 6 kids. They didn't have much. Again, my father-in-law, over the years, with his back injuries, he couldn't work all the time. He was laid up a lot. And she helped that family get through that crisis. She held everything together. For my father-in-law, when you gave somebody your word, that was everything, okay? And he felt that after he was injured in combat, that the Marine Corps didn't need him anymore. They didn't take care of him. And he felt that they gave him their word that they would take care of him. That's what he heard all those years when he was serving. We take care of our own. He was the Marine's Marine. That's the way Jackie was. He felt he was betrayed by the military. He didn't have a military funeral. He didn't want taps. He didn't want anything like that. He just wanted to be buried. Prior to him passing, I moved up to Berks County and I was watching a TV show on public channel, and it was a service rep. His name was Lee Tallis. And Lee was talking about all the benefits that military people deserved and could get. They just had to apply for it. I reached out to Lee. I went out to his office, talked to him for about an hour. He asked me to bring some of the paperwork over. He reviewed them in about 2 weeks. He said he could do something. He thought he could do something for us, so he went down to Philadelphia and he actually filed a claim for my father-in-law. Unfortunately, my father-in-law had passed, but eventually my mother-in-law was able to get the survivor's benefits due to his death. If it wasn't for Lee, she never would have got that, because there's so much red tape and there's so much paperwork that you go through, and it was so depressing and so time consuming. She had 6 kids she was taking care of. She just couldn't do it all by herself. And at one point or some point in the whole process, my father-in-law just gave up. We have a responsibility to every veteran, whether he's in our union or not, to look out for them and take care of them, because they took care of us. As a veteran, we basically sign a blank check. Okay, that we will protect our government, our nation, our people, and we will do everything in our power. And when they make a commitment like that, we have to likewise make a commitment to them and take care of them if they're hurt or injured.